Welcome back, YouTubers. Logan Trimble coming to another video. Today we're going to do a little room tour of the Lakeoverse. Alright, start with the city. I did some rearrangement back here. Installed the Daily Bugle, the 2025-26 version. As you can see, it looks like that from around here. Oops. And here's the street level. Ghostbusters are still here. Yeah, I went ahead and remade my museum, which I can do a separate video on if you guys want me to. But yeah, Arkham is new. Yeah, not much has really changed for the beach, but the little suburban neighborhood back there, it has. Park's not too different either. Okay, ocean floor has been turned 180 degrees. Yeah, Atlantis is over on this side now. See, there's Namor. That's how the ocean floor looks like from bird's eye view from this angle. Okay, recently got the 2026 LEGO Creator Pirate Ship. As you can see, there's Peter Pan and Captain Hook right there, and down there's the crocodile waiting to devour Hook. Yeah, I put the little pirate hideout there. It's shaped like a shark on the rock. Yeah, the jungle has been modified. I put the little Indian palace there now. Here's my Enchanted Island base plates, which now flow in and out of the ocean. Yeah, Inca and Aztecs are right here. Wildlife is now back in the center. We're in the castle. Okay, and there's my Tychira's Roar from Orient Expedition, very vintage. Yeah, I rearranged it because I wanted to put this moon-gazing inn over here to feel like a mountain village in the mountain pass. Here's the mountain pass with the drawer that still works after all this time to open up and reveal the Yeti from Orient Expedition. Now we get into the little medieval world, which we're going to go back to Castletown soon enough. But in the mountain pass, we have the Temple of Mount Everest. My best friend from a long time ago gave this to me, and I preserve it in his memory. They've got a little passage right here that leads to inside of the mountains, in the caverns, what I call Death Mountain. You see there's orcs here, there's Fluffy from Harry Potter there, and also Medusa. Amongst other things. Got the Dragon Horde. Also have a dragon with a Nazgul right on the back. And up here's the top of the volcano from the back. And you can have the Necromancer and some fire demons. And a little wraith riding the dragon. And we have the new Phoenix piece from Harry Potter, which does rotate 100. No, it does 360, sorry. And over here we have Prometheus from Greek mythology, with the eagle coming to devour his liver. Okay, so yeah, you exit through that passage leading to a waterfall. which is over here. Got a little army of monsters attacking Rivendell, where the Council of Elrond is happening. And the Temple of Time recently got a makeover. It's now in its own plates, not just base plates. And as you can see inside, we have Link, Navi, Princess Zelda, and that wizard is supposed to represent Rauru from Ocarina of Time. Outside we have the Unicorn Elf Girl. As you can see, I put these types of walls in to make it look like a stained glass window. I just haven't got any translucent pieces for that. So you can look inside like that. Here we have a little enchanted forest where you have Kokiri, you have hobbits, mushroom people, centaurs, and other characters as well, like, rangers. Here's a little fairy fountain. Okay, and yeah, this is my haunted castle. It also got a huge makeover recently. I decided it was time for it. So yeah, we'll go inside, start from the ground up. Here we have a little Halloween party with the monsters gathering. Here we have Vampire's Crypt. And the top floor is the Mad Scientist Laboratory. They're also working on one of Frankenstein's monsters back there. It's not easy to really see from this angle. Up on the roof, got some more monsters. Got a graveyard outside with monster fighters. Okay, so here's how the mountains look from the exterior, meant to look like a facade. Got a lake beside it. You walk through that waterfall. It's another passage into the mountains. Got a little village here. Leading to Hagrid's hut and the entrance to Castletown. Yeah, I made 3 Triforce mosaics. That's the first one. So you enter through there. You're in Castletown Market. People buy food, weapons, armor, so they can go on their quest. And here we have one of my young Link minifigures. See, there's the other 2 Triforce mosaics. Yeah, I like to keep Link here as a reference to Ocarina of Time, my favorite video game ever. Here's the castle. Nothing's changed about it. And the fact that Denethor is there. And here we have the Hindu palace. Here's a nice little island for Ray the Castaway. Okay, and down here, Disney fans can see characters from Little Mermaid. Go this side. Okay, and over here we have the Goonies and the Fratellis. The police showing up just in the nick of time. Little suburb outside of the city. Over here we have the Justice League facing off against the Legion of Doom. Nothing's really changed there. And yeah, as of this recording, Avengers Doomsday sets have not been released yet, so this Doom is the 2013 version. Highly vintage. There's the Human Torch, in case you're wondering. Over here we have Marvel heroes like the Avengers. Even Wolverine and Deadpool have joined in to fight some villains. Including my own little Sabretooth, which is 100% official Lego pieces. I made it my own collection. And here we have the Avengers, leading to Avengers Tower. Spider-Man's also there. The inside, it's not changed much. There's my own version of Silk. In case you're wondering, I use a second Mulan head to get Cindy Moon's likeness right. And behind her is supposed to be X-23, but I don't feel like cutting off the middle claw to make it look like her. Okay, up here we have some more villains as part of a Rogues Gallery. Mostly belonging to Spider-Man. Okay. All right, yeah, Wild West has not changed. But down here we have a couple of builds. My vintage Spider-Man versus Doc Ock on the subway car. And some mechs, as well as a giant fig for Ant-Man. Okay. And here we have Indiana Jones. Some more vehicles, including DeLorean in my own make and model, which does have wheels that go downward. Make it look like it's hovering. But it kind of feels dated now. And up on the top, we have, you know, Wild West. Little Arabian market. Little Aladdin setup going on here. And back here is still the Cave of Wonders. You can remove this roof and see inside. Treasure in the lamp. Okay. And here's an Egyptian tomb. Inside's not changed. Okay, here's inside the palace where Jasmine's at. There's the top floor. There's the bottom floor where Jafar and the parrot's supposed to be Iago was at. Okay. This burger restaurant is my own make and model, inspired by White Castle. This is where I keep a lot of minifigures. I'm not going to go through the entire collection. It's just too much to go through. Yeah, this is every Wolverine minifigure I bought and every one I've made with actual Lego parts, because he's my favorite superhero. Down here we have some more miscellaneous builds, like Big Bang Theory and whatnot. Here's some more Lego display cases, some more builds. Yeah, this arcade cabinet build is awesome. This is definitely my style. And up here we have Tony Stark's jet and Spider Bite and Bobby Reyes Ghost Rider car right here. Okay. Town has not really changed a whole lot, but I moved the bike shop and the grocery store over here. Park is still there with some new minifigures, mainly from the CMF collections that came out in 2026. Okay, Winter Village hasn't really had many modifications either, but it's still perfect for the holidays. Ain't broke, don't fix it. Okay, this is my Iron Man setup for his Malibu mansion. And over here we have my X-Men mansion with some minifigures I made myself to create characters like Psylocke and Angel. Down here are some miscellaneous ones. I am looking forward to getting the Mystique minifigure coming out, but that's a stand-in for right now. You can also recognize Toad, Emma Frost, and Sebastian Shaw. Yeah, the Juggernaut Big Fig, it's not actual Lego, but I couldn't say no. Okay, back here we have little Olympus set up, as well as spies and terrorists, like Hydra back here. It's basically S.H.I.E.L.D. Even Colson's back here with his car Lola. Okay, up here's the Disney shelf. Little meat and potatoes in my collection. Not all Disney figures are here, but I'd say 90% of them are here. Here we have an airport. And this plane is new. It's a GWP this year. And one of the turbines is not level. Some more miscellaneous builds, like the Goonies attic is up here. Okay, African Savannah is over here now. Not much has changed except for adding some new trees here and here. Some more miscellaneous builds back here. With the Viking ship, which has gotten more Vikings. And yeah, they're all actual Lego parts. Okay, up here we have the Batcave. Miscellaneous Batman vehicles and other modes of transportation. There's the epicenter of the Batcave, and behind it's a display case showcasing Batman and a Batgirl minifigure throughout the years. Yeah, it's not an order of chronological minifigure release. It's an order of what I consider to be official releases for Batman's own history in the comics. Like, you know, there's first appearance Batman, and it goes onward in rows. Okay, and up here's a little cosmic side of the Marvel and DC universe. We recently got Galactus last year. And you can see there's still Darkseid here. Okay, and this is Star Wars collection. In other words, it's Star Wars. I'll just go through every shelf slowly. Okay, and this is my Legend of Zelda shelf. I'm a huge Zelda fan. That's why I have a cat named Zelda. She's been in some of my shorts. Check them out. So here's the Deku tree from Ocarina of Time. Breath of the Wild, for those of you who don't know. And while they're great, I gotta say that I really love this final battle set that came out this year. It's just awesome. I mean, you get Link, you get Zelda, you get Ganondorf, which he's right here, underneath. And you get a brick-built Ganon, his alter ego. I just couldn't say no to it. I had to get it. Okay, down here's Jurassic Park shelf number 1. Down here's some more miscellaneous Star Wars stuff. Really from The Mandalorian, because that was the newer stuff. Down here's Jurassic Park shelf number 2, which is the T-Rex breakout and some other vehicles. Okay. And over here we have Lego Theme Park, which has gotten an upgrade. This roller coaster actually goes up and coasts down now. Yeah, this crank handle back here operates it. Let's keep your eye on this. We'll do a little go around. Okay, and since I haven't installed anything to get the track to go around, or get this train to go around, so you gotta guide it down, keep your eye on that. Yeah, it literally goes down and over this little hump and back around. And there's some more builds within the park, like carousel set and the pirate playground. Got some more guests, plenty of food trucks. And yeah, this Harry Potter ice cream parlor, it just fit here. I had to do it. Down here's Robot World, and these two trucks are for the fries and the burger stand that you saw up at the top. There's a recycle truck. Okay. That's where I have Mando's Naboo Starfighter, Book Nook, as well as some more minifigure display cases, which are not full. But again, it's just so much to go through, so we're not going to go ahead and touch that territory. All right, and this tower is where I have evil sorcerers. The minions are below. And yeah, we all know this book nook is from Lord of the Rings. Okay, down here's some Mario stuff and some more Asiatic themed stuff. I just didn't have room for it all. I wanted the moon gazing end to be on the main hub. Okay, it's more GWPs on this shelf. Like back there you have, the Canadian night sky, rainforest build. Back there. Here's the Sea Serpent remake, which I personally do like. It could have been better, but I like it. And here we have the Lego Restaurants of the World. Originally got the Greek restaurant. It's pretty good, but I gotta say the taqueria is still my favorite. They nailed the Mexican theme of it. It's just awesome. Okay, down here's my haunted house. Some other miscellaneous stuff like the Silly Hats Parade. Okay, this shelf here I have the Sherlock Holmes Book Nook. And yeah, I made Irene Adler look more source material accurate because I'm not racist. She's just white in the story, so let's make her white in Lego. Over here we have the Leonardo da Vinci tribute, which is just awesome. Back there's the Galileo one. Yeah, Leonardo da Vinci is so much better. Some more miscellaneous stuff like my Lego bar, some Harry Potter stuff. Okay, this is where I keep holiday themed stuff, like Halloween is here. Recently got a new skeleton candle and the jack-o'-lantern for this year. And some more holiday stuff is right here. Okay, and this is where I keep headpieces. Or should I say hair pieces. As well as other helmets and stuff. And the rest of them are just minifigures for Marvel, Star Wars, and Harry Potter. They're just extras, so I keep them there. Alright, this shelf is more miscellaneous stuff. Actually, it's Spider-Man themed. I just added more minifigures and a base plate to the Venice setup. And there's the bodega and Peter Parker's apartment from last year, 2025. And this is some more holiday themed stuff. Okay, so that brings our tour for August 2026 to an end. Hope you like what you saw. And take care, everybody.